Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing well. And what about you?
Yeah, I'm also fine. And after so long, we are connecting, right? When did we connect last?
I can't remember exactly the date, but I think it's been 6 or maybe 1 year. 1 year down
Yes,
the yeah,
exactly. I think around 1 year. So how
yeah.
everything going on since then?
Yeah, from my side, YouTube is not going as well as I desire to be. But yes, practice is something that I am joined with that Skype. The only reason is that nowadays I'm doing practice. YouTube is something that I have left. Not completely left, but yes, sometimes I do because it's a huge competition over here, and also when you are busy with your study, with your co-curriculum activities in the college, back in the life, then it is difficult for managing both at the same time. How is your life going on? I think I talked to you earlier, at that time you were doing your PhD,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, so still, yeah, it's going on. It will take
How,
1 more year. Yeah.
it's take I think usually 5 to 6 years, right?
Yes, but here we are planning to finish possible in 3 to 4 years because this is I have completed 2 years and I've started working on my thesis and all, and hope I would able to finish that in next 1 year. But let's see. The
Okay.
ball is in not good.
Okay. And how is your practice going on?
Practice is going fantastic, and yeah, I'm just trying to connect with people, and also I'm taking some sessions, like paid sessions, so where I can also practice.
So how many sessions in a day you are doing nowadays?
Usually I have, actually I'm doing part time. So I have decided in evening time, like 8 to 12, I have given them that this 8 to 12 I can take classes. So they provide me student only that time. And yeah, sometimes it's three classes for like usually 8 to 12 o'clock. So 12 or 12:30 is my last, and after that I sleep. Because in a day I have so many things, my plate is full, as you know that my study and all, and sometime I have to go my college also. So last 2 3 days I'm going continuously, and today I'm thinking just take rest, not to go there. So that's why in conversation that I'm doing mainly in evening time or in morning time, and because my afternoon is completely occupied with that, so
Yeah.
that's how I'm doing. Yeah.
Earlier you used to be very consistent, I mean, I have seen, you used to be very consistent. But nowadays I think maybe I am not available or I am not, looking always on this Skype. Maybe that is the reason I didn't know. But how is your YouTube? How is your YouTube? Are you posting videos nowadays?
Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm uploading videos, yeah, on daily basis. But yeah, as I have decided to do something, so I don't want to left that. But yeah, I'm doing it continuously. I mean on
Okay.
daily. Yeah.
So what is the plan for the day?
For today, yeah, actually today, I have 2 3 tasks, but I was very confused that what should I do first, because I have to go to college also, because I did not inform my guide that I will not come today. So otherwise they won't say me anything, but still I have to inform them. And there is one more invitation, actually one kind of event kind of thing is there, so I have to go there for students only, that kind of program. And so I'm very confused. Let's see, actually I was about to reach there at 10 o'clock, and you can see I'm already late, so maybe I'll see there around 11 or 12. Or if I don't go there, then definitely I'll stay at home, and I'll do study. I'll just make plan what I have to do next, uh, specifically in my PhD. And yeah, in evening I have my classes, and session 1 or 2 I will attend, like conversation. And yeah, in night I have, yeah, Actually, night I don't have class because I take session Monday to Friday only. What I'm talking about, that paid session. So Saturday and Sunday is relaxing night. So in night I do something like movie and reading book, anything that can make me happy and relax.
Books related to academic or books related to your interest?
Yeah, books related to my interest because in night time, Monday to Friday, I just do work. That is, of course, my work. I have to take sessions, and on Saturday and Sunday, I do something is relaxing, like books that fascinates me. Some Hindi books, novels, some movies. So
Also, I'm also the kind of person wherever, like yesterday, my examinations was ended. It was my first semester examinations. So now I have around 10 to 12 days before beginning of the next semester. So I was also reading novel, and yeah, it's fantastic to read novels. And right now you can see I'm reading this novel, the very famous novel,
oh,
if you
wow.
know.
I finished
It's
it. Yeah.
uh, So a novel is something that gives you a lot of clarity about things, lots of good words and sentences that we are talking. And Hindi language is so depth. It is like, especially the novel. And novel like this, the Gunaho Ka Devta. Have you read Gunaho Ka Devta?
Yeah, I finished that. As I already
Oh,
told you, I finished that recently. Now I'm reading Gaban.
Gaban.
Munshi Premchand.
Oh, N.P.
Yeah.
Premchand. Oh, great. Nice. Can you suggest me some novel like this who can just change the way of our thinking about society, life, love, or whatever? Right? Can you suggest me some of the books?
In Hindi?
Yeah, Upanyas especially I'm talking about.
Mhm. Right, right. So actually, I did not read too much novels. I finished this Gunaho Ka Devta. Now I'm reading Gaban. Gaban is reading on that second time. I have already read few years back, but now I'm reading again. And after that, maybe I'll read Pratigya. I some people suggested me, actually. One of my friends, she suggested me, and she said, once you finish this book, uh, like Kaban I'm reading nowadays. So she says that you can ask me for this book and I'll give you, and you should read that book. So after that, I think I'll read that book, Pratikya. So I think whatever the books I have read so far, Gunaho Ka Devta was amazing book. That's so
Wow.
good.
So you highly rate this book. If I will ask you, tell me the one book that is one of the the all-time book that you like. So which book it will be?
Yeah, nowadays only this book.
Okay.
Yeah,
And then
otherwise I have also read that what is the name of Divya Prakash Dubeji. So his book is Ibn Batuti, Musafir Cafe, October Junction.
October
These are all,
Junction.
yeah.
October Junction. It is quite similar to Gunaho Ka Devta, right? Okay, so you like his way of writing the novel. He is also very good at creating his stories, the way he writes stories and engaged throughout the story at the end. It is really marvelous. I mean, I like it personally. Yeah. And one
Hmm.
more thing, I have noticed that, whenever we read something again, like if you have finished a book and if you are reading it again, you get like, oh my God, I think the most important thing is that when we read again and again, the all the time we learn something. I think I have experienced this. Have you ever gone through this? Like when you read a book again, you get, oh my God, how I can left this idea or this stranger, this line.
Exactly, it happens with me. When I read that book again, so I get something new. And I realized, okay, it happens like I also heard when you are, some books are that every time when you read, you will find something new. So it happens with me also. I do agree with your point.
Even though if I like a word, I highlight it, no matter whether this word is very simple. It could be very simple, but for me it is very important, so I will highlight it so that whenever I read it again, and I can just feel that kind of feeling. And also I use such things. Like if I'm giving a speech in the college, so I try to use that particular lines, particular sentence, and that's creates a lot of thoughts and give me variety of my thoughts, give me a lot of variety in my thoughts. It's
Mm.
changed the perspective about whatever the preconception ideas and mind you have about certain things. So this is really beautiful. Okay.
Exactly. So do you also interested in Hindi? Do you want to like feel that we should have, no?
Yeah, absolutely. I love it from the depth of my heart. I really like it, even though I have read Hindi till 12th only. But even today's when I get a poem, like on Instagram or maybe Twitter or anywhere, I try to copy it. In my phone, there would be hundreds of poems that I have said in my notes. Some poems I also write. Sometimes I love to recite poetries also. So this is amazing. Yeah, I love the language. I think I have told you earlier as well that I have the love for this language. Hindi language is really beautiful. If you understand, if you think, if you believe, and if you connect, it's our mother tongue language. So we when we connect, I feel the connection, a strong connection with the Hindi language.
Hmm, exactly. Because that's why, yeah, you mentioned me. I think I forgot, but now I can remember. Because the person who is interested in reading books like in poetry and on only who will know the importance of this book or these Hindi novels, right? Otherwise, most of the people think that no, this is not. I mean, it's all about interest. I'm not talking like that, but yeah, it's all about interest. Whenever someone asks me that you should try this book in Hindi, I definitely make my plan or add that book in my list. English also, in Hindi also, in both the language. Okay, whatever the book I'm reading nowadays, next I will start with this book. Next I will read this book. I mean, on the recommendation mostly, because when people share their reviews and their thought that what kind of books is this, so that always make me curious. When I did not read that book, Gunahu Ka Devta, so I heard from a lot of people that you should read, definitely you will feel so sad, and that book will these words will touch your heart, and you should definitely indulge in that while reading. So I was very curious, and then I just asked some of my friends, because in my acquaintance there are some people, they are very interested in Hindi, like I'm from this background. So I asked from everybody. If I don't get that, I was just about to order that, but fortunately I got, okay, someone has this book, then definitely I took that and start reading. And after some time I'm making plan to read this book again,
Oh,
because I just have finished recently. So I thought, okay, after 2 3 months I will read this book again.
wow.
And
Yeah, it's
as I already read that, but still I have planned to purchase this book, so
oh,
that whenever I have desire to read, I can just pick that book and read that. So definitely
ab-
I'll purchase this.
absolutely very nice. And we need a lot of patience to read book again. It shows that your love for the language. It shows your love for the novel. Okay, tell me, what do you think about poetry? Hindi poetry. What do you think?
Hindi poetry is, of course, because when whatever we feel, whatever we can't say directly, we can write in that, right?
Oh,
These emotion can be anything. When you want to motivate someone, when you want to express your love, when you want to show your grief, whatever it is, irrespective of your emotion, but you can write that in a beautiful word, or in a beautiful manner. You can explain that.
yeah. I think some of the great, the freedom fighter as well, they have shown their kind of feelings towards country or maybe about any society or anything that is, misconducted or maybe any traditional traditional values that are going on since a very long time. So they have written their thoughts with the help of poetries, and poetries are such depth that you can write a lot of things in a single in a few lines, and you can just express your thoughts. But for that you need to be very very expert. You have to be the expertise. You have to
Yes.
be the best. You should have the knowledge of words, a lot of lot of knowledge about whatever you are writing. You should have the prior knowledge. Like when you are writing a poetry, first of all, I think you should read at least thousands of the poetries. Then you should write one poetry. You cannot just think, okay, let's wake up and let's start writing. Things like this doesn't happen. Yeah, when you read a lot of poetry, then you believe that, okay, I love poetry. So tell me any one poetry which you like the most, if I will ask.
Okay, like are you talking about my personal or some famous
No, no,
writers?
your personal, any one poetry that will be on the top of the list that you would admire, that you think is the best of all time.
Okay, so if I talk about myself, my works or whatever I have written, of course, most of the time, most of the poetries that I like, and there are very few that I feel that no, it is not working. But most of the poetries I like. Yeah, but I want to mention about that, there are some famous writers like Harivansh Rai Bachchan, Mr. So he's one of my favorites. I think his two, three poetries that really amazing, really. Um, I am just trying to recall the title of that, but I'm not
Madhubala,
able. Mad-
Madhubala.
that is Madhushala. No, 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 not that.
Sorry, Madhusala. Yeah.
Yeah. One is that कोशिश करने वालों की हार नहीं होती, and the second one is that जो बीत गई सो बात गई. This
Oh,
one.
great. Okay, my favorite is Rasmi Rati. What do you think about it?
Oh my God. I don't have words for that. Rashmi Rati is amazing. I really don't have words to express this.
When I listen now, my goosebumps. I get goosebumps. It is so strong, so powerful poetry. It is all-time favorite for me. Yeah. And also Madhusala, Harivansh Rai Bachchan ji. I mean, Madhusala is just such a depth poetry. When you read it, twice, thrice, every time you will get a new perspective. Some people see it as about what I can say that about love, about I don't know about the exact meaning of that thing, but I have seen that a lot of people have a different perspective. They said that the message is showing in this way. Madhusala has many messages. Whenever you read, you will think, I think this poetry is saying this thing. And every time it's about the people to people, that what they like and what they want to understand from that poetry. But such a great poetry, such a
Yeah.
great poetry. The words are very good. I think I have recalled some lines as well, but I'm not able to recall at the moment. But few lines are really very amazing.
Yeah, Madhushala actually I did not read yet, but I heard a lot about this. And I think I read, I think online I read. I don't have hard copy, but I think I read. Roughly I can remember. So yeah, but these main two that I have mentioned and Rashmi Rathi is of course there. So this is something my favorite. Such kind of motivational these book like जो बीत गई सो बात गई and कोशिश करने वालों की हार नहीं होती, right? So
Two
lines
lines,
is
two lines I can remember that. पैर कराते मंदिर मस्जिद मेल कराती मधुशाला. So this is the line of the Madhusala. I mean, amazing. So yeah, absolutely, and I think Amitabh Bachchan, he have just recited that poetry on the YouTube that is available. Oh my God,
hmm,
wherever I think I have downloaded it and I listen it again and again and again and again, and I like it really. Uh, you can see the smile on my face when I'm talking about this poetry. So you can think of the kind of internal feelings that I felt whenever I listen. Yeah, amazing.
amazing, fantastic, yeah. And yeah, I also can remember, that poetry is jo beet gayi so baat gayi. There are few line that means that completely depends on thing that what you have lost. Just forget that. In nature, every time it happens that something that forget, like tree, forget, lose their mm, fruit and everything. Nature always just losing their particular thing, but still they are working properly. So it is like अंबर में कितने तारे थे, माना कि तुमको प्यारे थे. जो टूट गए सो टूट गए, बोलो टूटे तारों पर कब अंबर शोक मनाता है. So this was like this,
Wow.
and
Wow.
it was
Amazing. I have also read this line. Amazing. Yeah. Absolutely. Life is like that. Things that has happened. You know, no matter uh, to go back into the past and think about the moment. You can't just wait for the past. The life is always going on a straight pace. It's dynamic. It is not static, and you have to move on. Whatever you have, the trauma or maybe the moment in your life, like if you have achieved something, like if you have achieved glory in your life, it would be for a certain moments. Then you have to think about next. What next? You can't just stay at the moment and think all the time about your achievements. You have to think for the next achievement. So, and
exactly.
that's how the life's going on. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Exactly. So these lines really amazing, and we have to understand and the reality of our life, and we can also learn these things from nature, how nature is surviving, right? So
Okay. What about diaries? I mean, uh, John Elia. What do you think about John Elia or maybe Parveen Sakir and all those great
Parveen
sayus?
Shakir is also, yeah, Parveen Shakir is also amazing writer. I think I heard, I not heard actually. I read some of her ghazals and all, but these are really amazing. And but in now, John Elia is fine, but I'm not reading that much Sher and ghazal. That's why I'm very interested in novel and pure Hindi actually. So, and what I was saying, yeah. But in today's time, if I talk about, so yeah, Manoj Muntashir and Ashutosh Rana is, I love their work. The way of presentation is everything amazing.
Yeah. Actually, I also have not read the specific book. Actually, I went to a book market, so I get book of John Elia that was written totally in Urdu, and I am not aware of the Urdu language. So
Yeah,
I was not able to read it as well, so I didn't purchase this. But whatever I have listened through reels or maybe on the YouTube, there is a lot of videos is available of Parveen Sakir, Faz Ahmed, Faz Faraj, or maybe John Elia. These are the great sayers. I mean, the when they speak, not the way they speak. It doesn't matter. The same poetry, if I will give you a certain people, okay, you took this story and just speak, there would be a lot of difference. you know वो जो ना आने वाला था ना, उससे हमें मतलब था, आने वालों का क्या है, आते हैं आते होंगे. So I mean the way John Elias speak now, I mean at some extent it's amazing for me. Yeah, Asutosh Rana is also very great nowadays. Like Kumar Biswas is amazing. At the same time, again, it's depend on the genre of your interest, which kind of things you like to read, listen, and just inspire.
yes. Ashutosh Rana's, I think, one book, I think, Mon Muskan something. Uh, this is the name, I think, the title of that book, Mon Muskan, or something like this. I want to read that book. I read about or I heard about that book is amazing, and of course Ashutosh Rana is my. I love this. I like his the content, whatever he wrote, and the way of presentation. Of course, uh, one more is like that. तब बचपन सताता है जब हम सो नहीं पाते किसी से कह नहीं पाते something like this is line. You can go to YouTube and you can check if you didn't. So yeah, this is also amazing.
Sure, sure. I would love to read. I have not read this, but I would love to read this. Asutosh Rana, I have heard, poetry, Rasmi Rati, the Rasmi
Hmm.
Rati, seventh or the seventh stanza he read on the YouTube, going into a news channel where he read. So from his mouth, his voice is very deep. It's very
Yes,
deep and very hard. So when he speaks those lines, कि डगमग डगमग दिग्गज डोली भगवान कुपित होकर बोले जंजीर बढ़ाकर साध मुझे, हाँ हाँ दुर्योधन बांध मुझे, या देख गगन मुझ में लय या देख जगत मुझ में लय मुझ में विलीन झंकार सका. So like this, when I listen, I mean, oh my god, it was also amazing. I was like, he has written all the like lines. So he is also a great writer. I
exactly.
mean, amazing.
True, true. Yeah. Hindi is something amazing. And what are you reading any book in English also nowadays?
I don't prefer novels because novels in English are very, very highly, sophisticated to read and understand. So I read
Yeah,
only self-help book and the books that is quite motivational kind of books and self-help book. Yeah.
yeah. So are you reading nowadays any book or not?
No, I have some books that I have already purchased since a very long time, but I have not read it because of my curriculum. But nowadays it's free time, so I'm thinking to I'm planning to finish all those books that I have read.
Okay, great, great, wonderful. Yeah.
But currently I'm about to finish this. You know, this is Mahagranth. This one I want to finish very slowly. I want to read very slowly. I want to read. I want to understand each and every stanza. I have listened a lot of about it. A lot of people have shared their views, thoughts about this. Because the big sir, he also has said that this is one of the best books.
Okay. Hmm, definitely you should read. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, we have discussed so many things and we're completely indulged into this Hindi novels and in writers, right? But yeah, it's time to wrap up.
Okay, I think it's time to wrap up. And it was amazing, talking about the same field and same interest is really amazing. And the way we are also practicing English language as well. So it is quite interesting to talk about all those things. And
Yeah,
thank you for, making out time and just having a session with me. So thank
yeah.
you. Yeah,
Thank you.
have a good day. Bye bye.